manufacturers offer a lot of perks or promos to entice buyers. Yung iba nag-offer ng discounts. Some offer extended warranties, free PMS, pero you probably haven't seen a promo like this. If you buy a brand new Santa Fe, you get a Hyundai Reina or a Hyundai Acent for free. In this video, we'll take a look at the Santa Fe and the Reina. We'll focus more on the Santa Fe because that's what you're buying essentially. The Reina is the freebie. And we'll also talk about the promo itself. Sulit ba siya? Let's find out. I think the Santa Fe is one of the most underappreciated 7-seater SUVs out there. Medyo mataas yung price pero the interior is more luxurious than any PPV in the market right now. And it's also packed with features. The Santa Fe is a 7-seater mid-size diesel crossover. Mas malaki siya sa CR-V. And it's just a bit smaller than your average PPV. The exterior looks good. It looks aggressive. It looks sharply sculpted. But it also looks tasteful and classy. The front looks intimidating. It looks like it's squinting at you. By the way, its eyes, or what appear to be its headlights, are actually the daytime running lights. The headlights are down here. Your turn signals over here. You also have fog lamps here. At the center is Hyundai's signature grille. It also looks good when you see it from the side. It has a well-defined shoulder line, which gives it a more masculine look. The shoulder line starts at the headlight and it connects with the taillight. The subtle chrome accents give it a more premium touch, especially the one around the window line. The Santa Fe comes with 18-inch wheels, which are a good size for the vehicle. They fill the wheel wells quite nicely. While the exterior looks good, the interior is where it really shines. It looks premium, it looks luxurious, and it looks more expensive than most top-of-the-line PPVs out there. Okay, so this is the interior of the Hyundai Santa Fe. So almost everything is covered in soft touch materials. This is leather, and you have light brown stitching. This is soft touch. This is soft touch. This is leather. This is plastic. The steering wheel is leather covered and it's very nicely padded. You have buttons here for your infotainment screen, also for your cruise control. You have aluminum accents here. This is also leather, and you have some aluminum accents around the center console. The seats are leather covered and they're also power adjustable. Not only does it look luxurious, it is also pretty packed with features. For example, you get this wireless charging port over here for your phone. Now that's something that you can't get from any of the PPVs in the market right now. You also have dual zone climate control. Over here you have one USB port, one aux jack, one USB port. You have one 12-volt outlet. As expected, you have an electronic parking brake with auto hold. You have hill descent control. You have a 360 camera. By the way, this is wood. I'm not sure if it's real wood, but it looks nice. It feels nice. It feels solid. Yeah, so headroom is pretty good. They have about, I guess, 3 inches of headroom. The seats are pretty comfortable. They have pretty good bolstering, and like I said, they are also power adjustable. The seats are covered in quilted leather, so it still looks as impressive as it did when I first saw it. Yeah, so my only complaint is that the screen, it looks like an 8-inch or a 7-inch screen, is Looking smaller now compared to what was released in 2018. With crossovers like the Geely Ascara with their 10-inch screens, this is starting to look a bit small. But it's not a bad size. Also, these pillars. On most cars, this is made of plastic, but this feels like Alcantara. Even compared to Chinese crossovers like the Geely Ascara, this looks very upmarket. The only thing is that it is more expensive than the Geely Ascara, but you do get 2 more seats at the back. This is a 7-seater. You also get a more fuel efficient and more powerful diesel engine. And this is also a more established brand. This is Hyundai, which has been around for quite a while. Now, the Santa Fe was released back in 2018, and back then it had one of the nicest looking interiors that you can get from a mid-size SUV. But now you have a lot more competition. You have the Geely Ascara, the Chery Tiggo 8. I'd say this still holds up. This is still a very nice looking interior. It looks premium, it looks luxurious. Almost everything is soft touch. And in terms of technology, it still holds up. You have a 360 camera, you have wireless charging for your phone, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this is still a very nice interior, especially if you compare it to Japanese pickup-based SUVs. This looks a lot more refined, and because it's a crossover, it also rides a bit better. So I'm at the second row now. Legroom is pretty good. You also have 2 air vents here, and you have USB ports and some storage here. And you get these window blinds if you need more privacy.
Better?
Okay, so you have a power lift kit, and it works even if you don't have your key with you. So the second row seats are power operated, so you can tumble the second row seats using these buttons over here. Over here you have a 12-volt outlet. The Santa Fe has one of the most powerful engines in the midsize segment. It has 197 horsepower and 441 Newton meters of torque. That is more overall power than any PPV in the market, with the exception of the Everest Biturbo and the 2.8 Everest. This is no sporty crossover though, like the Coolray. It's more of a comfortable cruiser with power to spare if ever you'd need to quickly overtake or merge with faster traffic. Noise insulation is very good. It is very quiet inside the cabin. You don't feel like you're driving a diesel. Steering is also very light, and the ride is pretty comfortable. It gets 9 kpl in the city and 21 kpl on the highway. And because diesel is significantly less expensive than gas here in the Philippines, you get to save a bit more on fuel. As far as driving aids go, the Santa Fe gets an HUD display. It also gets a 360 camera, front and rear parking sensors, but that's about it. You don't get adaptive cruise, lane departure warning, but other PPVs on the market don't get that as well, unless you opt for the top of the line Everest. Overall, I would recommend the Santa Fe to those who are looking for a larger SUV. Yung mga naghahanap ng 7-seater PPV, perhaps, like the Montero. The Santa Fe is just a bit smaller than your average PPV, but it offers a bit more refinement. So basically, the promo is, if you buy a top-of-the-line Santa Fe, you get either a Hyundai Reina or a Hyundai Accent. You have to buy the top of the line Santa Fe, which sells for 2.5 million, and you'd have to buy it at its asking price without discounts. Now you can either buy in cash or by way of bank PO. Now I'm not sure what that means exactly. You'll have to talk to Hyundai about it. The models that are included in the promo are 2019 models, which are still brand new. They're not pre-owned. The promo is valid until they have stocks available. They're basically trying to unload their remaining 2019 models. If you want to know more about the promo, you can contact Christopher of Hyundai Commonwealth. His contact details are on the description below. So, is it a good deal? If you have an enterprising mind, there are a number of ways that you can maximize what you get out of this promo. Number one, you can keep the Santa Fe and resell the free car. Number two, you can keep the Santa Fe and use the free car for passive income. You can use it for ride sharing or you can rent it out. Number three, you can give it away as a gift. Pwede mo sabihin na you bought it at full price for maximum effect. If you're thinking of selling both at a profit, it's not gonna happen because of depreciation. You have to keep the Santa Fe for a while for this to make financial sense. I think the Santa Fe is a pretty good mid-size crossover. The only major disadvantage to it was that it's priced too high. With this promo, it becomes a pretty good value proposition. Parang you got a 700,000 peso discount dahil sa free car, which would bring the price down to 1.8 million pesos. Almost the same price as the base model Montero GLS. And compared to the Montero GLS, the Santa Fe is definitely a much better vehicle.